2, raking in some $221 million, having the biggest Thanksgiving opening weekend since 2019 when Frozen 2 had done the trick. We've also got Wicked bringing in some $117 million, which is the biggest movie based on a musical. And then Gladiator 2, really quite the range here, another $44 million starring Paul Mescal and Denzel Washington. And you're curious about just how much people are consuming movies. Kind of a fun stat out of an analytics firm. 46 million turkeys were consumed by Americans over the Thanksgiving holiday. Well, just under that, 30 million people saw one of these movies over the holiday weekend.
Yeah, it's a big number. I was one of them. I was Wicked on Saturday.
Me too, Kate.
Oh, good. Hollywood, I know they're hoping to keep the momentum going, right, for the rest of the holiday season. Is the industry on the rebound? Are we going to see a lot more?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think you think about coming out of the pandemic, people have been leaning into more of the experiences, but then also with the magic of the holidays, people have time off. They're looking for ways to spend time with loved ones and family, and the movies really are emerging as a trend around this time of year. The AMC CEO tweeting out earlier today that it had a record-setting Thanksgiving holiday. More than 8 million people watched a movie at an AMC theater globally in their more than 100-year history. He called it staggering, incredible numbers. And you also look at the marketing techniques here. We've got this range of types of movies. Well, there are a number of movies coming out around Christmas time hoping to recreate that energy. There is the Bob Dylan biopic, there's Mufasa, there's Sonic, so something for everyone, guys.
Can't wait. Thank you, Emily.
Thanks so much. Now to major bipartisan fallout today from President Biden's controversial decision to pardon his son Hunter.
NBC News was first to report that the president had made the decision to grant clemency to his son for any crimes committed going back to 2014. It is a reversal for the president, who has said multiple times that he would not pardon his son. Hunter was set to be sentenced later this month for his conviction in 2 separate cases on federal gun and tax evasion charges.
Joining us now, NBC News correspondent Mike Memoli from outside the White House, and with us in studio, NBC News legal analyst Danny Savalos. So, Mike, let's start with you. What do we know about how the president ultimately came to this decision?
Well, the White House is insisting that the president only made this decision finally this weekend after spending the Thanksgiving holiday with his son in Nantucket. But NBC News is reporting that this was something he had really not taken off the table as recently as June, just days after his son was convicted of that first gun case. But 2 dates that are significant in driving this ultimate final decision. One is the election of Donald Trump in November. There was concern, including we've heard from the White House directly on this, that the president's political opponents would continue to seek to investigate Hunter Biden going forward, including a Trump-led Justice Department. But then also those 2 sentencing dates that were looming in December, on this 12th and then on 16th, just days apart. The president making this decision now spares his son of having to make those court appearances and all that comes with it.
And let me turn to Danny Savalos. The special counsel that brought these charges against Hunter has just issued a new filing in the California tax case saying it shouldn't be dismissed despite this pardon. Walk us through, could that matter? Could him saying that is there a way to reverse this?
I've reviewed the filing. Candidly, I'm not sure what the special counsel is talking about. It seems to be mostly a procedural objection. They say in the filing, we haven't seen this pardon yet. We've just gotten the notice of filing. Maybe they just need to see the actual document, but here's the deal with pardons. It is one of the broadest powers granted to the president. He can pardon federal crimes completely. He can essentially erase them. There's some dispute as to whether or not there are collateral consequences, like, for example, a lawyer may still be disbarred possibly. But as to the prosecution itself, it can be erased, and that's what Biden has done.
So, Mike, what's been the political reaction on both sides of the aisle?
Including many of those Republicans who had been investigating Hunter Biden, his business dealings through their congressional committees, are strongly denouncing this decision. I think it's notable, though, what we're hearing from a number of Democrats so far. One Democrat calling this decision unwise, Governor Jared Polis, Democrat of Colorado, saying that this might tarnish President Biden's legacy. It's also interesting what the president-elect is saying. Donald Trump posting on his Truth Social account to link the President Biden's decision to pardon his son with any potential pardons that he might make of those January 6th rioters, an interesting possibility that I think is looming over this decision now.
Mike Memoli, Danny Savalos, thanks to you both.
Time now for today's CNBC Money Minute. Cucumbers are now being recalled.
And a well-known alcohol company has filed for bankruptcy. Contessa Brewer joins us now. Hi, Contessa.
Hi there, Kate. Hi, Zinkley. Stellantis CEO Carlos Tavares unexpectedly resigned from the automaker, effective immediately. The company said there's just different views between Tavares and the board of directors. Stellantis says it's in the process of appointing a new CEO, and it expects to conclude that search during the first half of 2025. Arizona company Sunfed Produce issued a recall for its cucumbers because of a salmonella outbreak that has made 68 people sick. The cucumbers were sold at a number of retailers between October 12th and November 26th, including Walmart and Costco. So go look in your fridge. The company that owns Stoli Vodka filed for bankruptcy. Stoli Group said in a recent filing its products will remain on shelves as it deals with financial difficulties. The liquor brand has been dealing with a crippling cyber attack and an ongoing legal battle with Russia over who controls the brand in Russia and in the Netherlands. We'll keep our eye on that one, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Contessa Brewer, thank you.
Thanks so much. And coming up, millions along the Great Lakes are dealing with a hefty helping of lake effect snow, where it's hitting hardest and the impact it's having on holiday travel.
Plus, the fight over popular vaping products heads to the nation's highest court. The landmark case over products the FDA says were designed to target kids. You're watching NBC News Daily.